Good morning and welcome to the jungle. I'm your host, Dakota Ward. I'm joined here this morning by my new friend, Barbara Bueno from, and tell me if I say this correctly, Coxinha?
Yeah, there we go. You got it.
Yeah, sweet. So you traveled all the way here from South Carolina this morning, so thank you for coming all the way and joining us on the show. Happy to have you here.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for inviting me. I'm happy to be here. It's kind
know.
of raining and a weird day, but I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, well, at least it's dry inside.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, cool. So we're going to talk a little bit about you. We're going to talk a little bit about Coxinha, where it comes from, the inspiration, a little bit about your marketing. And so we'll have some fun and we'll go ahead and hop into it. So Barbara, tell us a little bit about yourself, maybe where you come from. I know you're from Brazil.
There you go. Look at this. Yeah, you can say by my accent.
Yeah.
I am the true Southern from South America.
That's right.
There we go, Brazil. I am a proud Brazilian, and I was there. I moved to U.S. 5 years ago, 2016.
Yeah.
And my husband got an offer here, and you're like, oh, let's get married and let's live the American dream.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, why not?
Yeah.
Like 5 minutes from now, I'm ready.
Yeah.
So yes, we came here. I never worked with food before.
Okay.
Like never. This is not my background.
Yeah.
Never did. My family laughed like so hard. Like, oh, you don't know how to order McDonald's. You're gonna work with food, really? Like manufacturing food? I'm like, yeah, let's try this.
Yeah.
So I have a history like in my family with this product.
Okay.
So this is a so traditional product in Brazil.
Right.
It's a snack.
Okay.
It is a savory dough.
Yeah.
And inside it is a chicken, creamy chicken,
Okay.
and deep fried. This is the secret for the
So you
yumminess.
are Southern. Yeah, you fry everything.
There we go. That's the secret. Like, yeah. So I have my godmother, and she's a pro, like in this snack.
Yeah.
Called Coxinha.
Yeah.
So she's like, she's the best one.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I took a intensive course with her, and like,
Okay.
okay, 0 to hero, now go.
Yeah.
We have 2 months.
Yeah.
And that's it. So here
Wow.
I am. Yeah.
Fast learner.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes.
So, tell us a little bit about like where does the name come from? Coxinha. It's just Coxinha, right? But where does the Saint come from?
Yes. So first thing, I make sure to keep the name of the product like Coxinha,
Yeah.
because it is in my core. Like it is the Portuguese, the Brazilian name for the product, the product. So I was like, no, I'm not gonna change for another thing. Okay, yes, if you can see in the package, I need to put like American name.
Sure.
Because I am like under USDA license. So I need to put American name. But I was like, no, my name, the name of the company will be Coxinha. So the scent it is because we think every food's holy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey,
Yes, food is
I'm
not
here for
just
that.
there we go. So food's not to fill your belly. It's holy to nourish your body and your mind, and that's it. So
That's right.
send Coxinha because every food is holy.
Every food is holy. I love that. I love that. It's the gas in our tank that keeps us going. So
Yes.
make sure it's good gas. Yeah.
There you go. You
Premium.
got it.
Premium gas.
Premium gas.
Yeah.
Yes, right here.
I love it. So that's really cool. So tell me a little bit about your godmother and how that really just inspired you to want to do this. Was it a childhood thing that you grew up and it hit home and you're like, hey, like this is what I want to do because I know this tastes good?
Exactly like that. This is my story of my life.
Yeah.
So we're here February 2016 looking for an apartment, ready to move. And a guy, we're talking, and then the realtor, he's like, oh, are you guys Brazilian? Because I know Portuguese. Like, I know some words on Portuguese.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, yes, we are. And he was like, oh, I go to a city close by, Marietta. There's all the Brazilians are there, Marietta. And I ate a creamy chicken inside, deep fried, so delicious.
Yeah.
And that time you're like, Coxinha.
Yeah.
Okay, talk to a guy for a little moment. In the way back to Brazil, I was like, that's it. maybe it's a sign, because my godmother, she raised me, because my mother and my father always work late hours. My mom was in university, and I was already born, and so it was a crazy childhood. And I always saw my godmother making this. Yeah. And I helped her a little bit. Okay. And so like, maybe I can do that. Yeah. Maybe I can do that. And it was so unique. I'm like, maybe it's that. Okay. So I took the intensive course with her, and I'm like, okay, I think I'm ready. Yeah. Moved to US. Not easy. Yeah. Not easy, because the first thing you got here, life, it don't have subtitle in English. So the first thing was the language. Like, no, I cannot do. What I'm doing. So I focus on Brazilian and Latin market. Right. And I was like, okay, that's it. So I spent like 6-7 months just trying to put in my mind into the business, and it was not a business at the time. Right. It was just idea. Yeah. And it was hard on me because I was all alone at home, because my husband, he's a sales manager, so he was like traveling, knowing all the customers, so I almost fell into depression. Was a tough time. Sure. And I thought like, no, I'm gonna go back to Brazil, because this is not a life for me. I don't want to make those. I don't want to be a business owner. I don't want to work for myself. I don't want that. I didn't sign for that. I'm back to Brazil. Right. Yeah, it was just, no. And then Christmas time hit. I'm like, maybe I can do that. Yeah. Crazy time of my life, but best decision. So at the time I was doing everything handmade. Okay. So it was like 40 units per hour. And it was like, I was suffering. So, but I got everything. And on the Christmas day, sure, I was wake up for like the past 3 days, just making and frying and delivery. I was like, this is my sign. Yeah. Let's do this. Yeah. So then, beginning of 2017, we really started the business, like everything. And then I saw that every other Brazilians were having the same idea as I was having. Like, oh, let's do this for catering. Let's have this for partying. Yeah. I'm like, no, I need to hit the market, like the supermarket, the grocery stores. Yeah. And then I realized that, okay, and then I need to make everything right. And if it is a product has meat, need to be supervised by USDA. Okay. The agriculture. There it is. Some words is just USDA. You know what it is. Yeah.
That's why we have acronyms for the hard words.
There we go. Yeah. And I'm the first company to have the license for the Coxinha.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Well, congratulations. That's awesome.
Yes.
That's awesome.
And took me 8 months to get the whole thing approved, and I did by myself. 100%, all the process, all the paperwork, all the design for the package. I still doing all by myself, like this part. Right. Because really touched my heart. Like, oh, this is my baby. Yeah,
that's it. You want to show it to everybody.
Yes.
Which is where marketing comes in, right?
Yes.
So how far is your reach? How far are you shipping these out, or do people come into the store? How does that work?
Well, we have the both options. Actually, with the COVID, when COVID hits, I was just in grocery stores. Okay. In most of all Brazilian grocery stores. Okay. So we are in Florida, in Georgia, and then I don't have an online store at the time. And COVID hits. Like, what are we gonna do now? Yeah. And then we start our online store. Right. So right now, it's 100% running. It's a success. And this week I just shipped to Arizona. Was the farthest way. Wow. I did ship. Yeah. So Washington State, Arizona, Maine. Yeah. Everywhere. We are everywhere. Go to our website and we're there. But we are in a couple stores. Okay. Yeah, like we're right now in 10 states. Okay. Yes. So international stores, Brazilian grocery stores. There, where you find us on the frozen section.
Are you looking to get into more stores like a Publix or Kroger or things like that? Are you working on that?
Yes, this is our main goal.
Yeah.
This is our main goal because right now I am right here with just Brazilians, and
sure.
my goal is Americans.
Yeah.
You guys need to know.
Yeah.
What are you missing? We're missing, guys.
I know.
Come on.
I've never had one.
You're gonna have it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at the opportunity. Yeah. So this is my goal.
Mm-hmm.
This is my goal.
Yeah.
Like feed America.
There you go. Feed America.
Feed America.
Coxinha.
The Coxinha. You got right.
That's
yes.
awesome. Well, cool. So
we have a question on Facebook, and it says, "What have you learned from having a company in a different country, and the obstacle and successes?"
Oh, actually, was no obstacle. Was everything fine? No. No, was hard, but everything's hard.
Sure.
So the language barrier is the first thing.
Yeah.
But you need to put out there. And you need to breathe your company. You need to live for your company. It is hard, but I got so much help.
Yeah.
Like the USDA inspector, she saw my difficult with the language and with all the translation, and it is like a technical terms, like kitchen terms.
Sure.
And like in industrial terms, and so ask for help. And
Yeah.
I'm not ashamed to ask for help. That's okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. And you need to be out there. You need to put your face out.
Yeah.
And that's it. And believe in yourself.
That's right.
This is the first thing, because we'll never be easy.
No, nothing good, it comes easy. Nothing worth having comes easy.
Yes, and this is the good part, because if it is easy, you're gonna have a lot of competition.
That's right.
So
yeah.
I'm glad.
Yeah. You made it to that step, and now you're out here on the island by yourself. And hey, everybody, come get from us.
Come get from us. Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Well, and that's interesting, because it all starts with a mentality, right? Like, you started out. This is very difficult. You got a little discouraged. Christmas came around, lifted your spirits again, and you're like, you know what? I can do this.
Yes.
I can do this.
Yes, and everything comes down to mindset.
That's right.
Mindset. And if you believe it, you can do it.
Yeah.
I think that.
Yeah.
Come on, I'm from Brazil. I'm from the suburb in São Paulo. It's a huge city, and suburb in Brazil, it's not a good thing like here.
Right.
Suburb is poor. It's not good.
Right.
So I came from this place. So I saw poverty, like in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
And look where
you are now.
Yes, there we go.
That's very encouraging.
Yes,
It's so awesome.
Thank you.
Well, that kind of leads me into, and we can touch on it a little bit, but how are you marketing St. Coxinha? Are you pushing out through social media a little bit? Are you going through different avenues? Are you knocking on doors? I know you're going to these Brazilian stores, but what's the additional stuff?
Yeah, so we are targeting right now Instagram, but also Facebook, because we have some folks on Facebook still.
Sure.
So no, not saying bad enough, but I'm just Instagram people, but that's fine.
Yeah.
And so we're targeting Instagram. So we're trying to be there and show pictures of the product, and our text is always in English.
Yep.
And right now we are releasing a thing, and like American people, or not American, like foreign people, saying the name of the company.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh, how is
if
that?
They know how to say it.
Yes,
Yeah.
and it is so funny, and it is awesome. And like they trying to say the name of the product. And look at me speaking Portuguese, then the nome, the name of the product. So it is so funny. And it is reachable. Like, oh, you can say the name. It's fine.
Yeah.
If you make some mistake, that's okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that speaks to a little bit about what we talk about here at Liger is you want to educate your clientele. You don't want to tell them, but you would like to educate them. So it's a teaching versus a telling, right? And so you are teaching the American people how to say this, what this is, why this is so good, and the interesting part about it is the story behind it, right? It's the inspiration. Where did this come from? It's when you were a kid, you were making this with your godmother, and then you came to America, and you're like, well, how can I bring this Brazilian culture and push it out to the American people? I mean, that's the American dream is being able to do what you want to do.
Yes. And And you're 100% right. Like, you need to teach because anyone like to be telling something, oh, you need to do that. You need, no. It's just implicit there with a good pictures and good.
Yeah. Nobody likes to be told what to do.
Yes. Me neither.
I know. Mom would be like, hey, pick up your toys.
Yes.
No, you pick up the toys.
Yeah, you pick up the toys. No,
yeah, if I say that, though, I'm in a lot of trouble. Sorry, Mom, I didn't mean it. But so you talked about becoming the first to get the USDA and that 8-month process. And, what is that like doing that by yourself? I mean, you said you had a little bit of help, but did your husband help you? Did Gus help you a little bit there? Or was there a language barrier? And some of that, I know those documents can be very,
and it is
intimidating.
And it is.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of back and forth because I did a lot of things wrong. I did a lot of mistakes.
Sure.
But the agents helps a lot. It's all through a system, but was some people there, and I don't know, I can picture a lady, like an old lady help me, like, oh, let me help in this foreign. She's having so many difficulties. But no, I did it all by myself. Yeah. Really, like 100%. And at some point I was like, no, I need to do that. So I sit on my table and I'm like, okay, on my desk, and I'm like, no, I need to do that. And I'm doing YouTube and Google, and that's it. Yeah. I'm like, okay. And I did, and the inspector, she's like, oh, I'm so proud of you. Because look at this. Yeah. There's a lot of people paying to others do that for them and pay like a lot of money. Yeah. And you're doing, and English not your first language. And I know it's hard. And yes, and I'm proud too, but I did all by myself. And I took a course in University of North Carolina to do all the paperwork because you need to use like some type of language. And I was not prepared for that. Yeah. I was barely, I don't know, speaking English. And yes, I was afraid to talk to another person. And
There's English and then there's lawyer, right?
There you go.
These are two different languages.
Yes, yes. And there is an English that you learn on high school. Yeah. It's the same for you guys. I think like when you learn like Spanish or French in high school, that's the same for us. Learn English.
Okay, yeah.
It's right there. Yeah. So, do you speak? Oh, yes, I speak. And then you put an American fluent in front of you, like, where's the subtitles? Yeah. Sorry for that. I cannot speak slowly. Can I speak slowly? What is that? Yes, but I did all by myself, and it took me 8 months to approve everything. And when I got the stamp, oh man, I was so happy. I was so
That's awesome. That is so cool. So, I'd be curious to know, are there any kind of interesting stories that you've gotten this food to somebody that had never had it before, and you can just see their eyes open like, oh my gosh, this is so good. Have you had any of those or any kind of stories like that?
Yes. Actually, it's always like this.
It's always like that?
Always. People, that's the thing. We need to try. Yeah. And I know it's hard. It's a new thing. Maybe you're not that adventurous to buy something you don't know yet. Yeah. So because of that, we do, not now because of the COVID stuff, but we used to do a lot of demonstrations. So we go to the stores with little samples, like, try this out. And people are like, what is that? Yeah. And then, and I know we have a friend and he say like, oh, this is like a hush puppy. I never had one before, but it's like, oh, this is exactly the same thing. I'm like, I don't know. I don't think so. It is, because this is Brazilian, man. So I don't think it's exactly the same thing. Yes, but they always like, wow, this is so good. You need to sell this at Publix, at Kroger. I'm like, I'm trying.
Yeah, you're like, hang on there, I'm getting there.
I'm getting there. Yes, but I don't have like a specific story like to tell, like, but it's always like this little reaction. Well, the first thing is to try to say the name, and then I need to explain the name and like the right pronunciation. Sure. But it's funny. It's funny because we're doing a farmer's market in Columbia, South Carolina. Okay. And sometimes we have this product there. Yeah. And they're like, oh, I want this. How do you say Coxinha? I'm like, no, you try it. Yeah. Okay, can I videotape you? But that's fine, I cannot. But and they're trying to say, and for me, it's funny, but it's so accomplished for me. So that's so nice.
So how do you prepare it? Is it cold? Is it hot? Do you dip it in something? Do you eat it as is?
So right now, this is the innovation of this product because, so in Brazil, we have the tradition, like you need to fry the product.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm like, no, I'm not going to mess it up with the product here. Let's help my customers. So it's already fried and frozen. So you just need to warm it up.
Just warm it up.
That's it. And you can dip at something like some ketchup or marinara. And actually, this is idea we're having right now to also make like a line of sauce, like to dipping sauce. Maybe, yes. Okay. Yeah, like some peppers. I don't know, like some mixed peppers.
Yeah.
We're thinking that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't say me if
you like spicy.
Good. Yes, it's really good and comes so good with this because it's fried. So it's like spices will be awesome. Yeah. So that you just need to warm it up and eat. Yeah, it's like 10 minutes.
Yeah, I have an admitted addiction to Tabasco sauce. It's so good. And my brother ruined me, and I can't eat pizza the same way again because he put it on pizza, and I looked at him with like a sideways look, like, what are you doing? He goes, trust me, just try it.
There's no way back.
And I've never looked back. I can't eat pizza without hot sauce.
Yes. We're probably the same with coxinha too.
Yeah.
Because it's so good.
Yeah.
Yes, we do that in Brazil, like put some hot sauce on top.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was getting at. It was like, what is the traditional way? How are you supposed to eat it?
Yes. Well, it's supposed to eat it just as it is, but we put like some hot sauce to give like heat it up a little bit. Yeah. Yes. Just a little heat.
I love that. Well, very cool. So you talked about the sauce. Is there anything kind of new and exciting? You guys have one factory, right? Is that right?
Yes, we have one factory in South Carolina.
Okay, so let's put this in an easy way to kind of understand. What's like a 2-year, a 3-year, a 5-year goal plan for you guys?
Okay, yeah. Well, actually, we just launched like 10 days ago a new product. Okay. It's like a new version of this. It's a bigger, so our slogan it is we got bigger. Yeah. It's like because it is like 3 times the size. Okay. So this is gonna be more for the Brazilian public because they are always asking like, we need it because this is like for parties. Yeah. But I like because like a snack size, so it's just easy. Yeah. Oh, I'm not hungry, so let's take 3 or 4 and eat. Yes, so this year we're gonna launch another product, like another filling. Okay. We'll be on the snack size, like the same dough but a different filling. Okay. And I think it's gonna be good. And for 2 years, I'm ready for more products online. Yeah. Like that is already in our spreadsheet goals. Yeah, we have that for like this year, 2 years, and 5 years. So we're preparing for like new products, for like new flavors. Okay. Like variations of the same product, like new flavors, like vegetarian line. Yeah. And like cheese and let's see. Hey,
and that's where the marketing comes in, right? Because they know that once they start to know what this is, you push out the next one, and hey, we've got this new line coming out, and push, right? Yes. So it's 21 times before somebody can really recognize who you are, and then it's about 5 to 7 more times of touch points is what we talk about. It's 5 to 7 more times until they really grasp it, and they're like, okay, that's what that is. So pushing that marketing, staying consistent is what we talk about. If you have a blog post here, you have an Instagram post here or there, right? 2-3 people might see it, but they're not going to notice it. So as you continue to consistently push, consistently stay in front of your audience, right? That's where that marketing starts to grow legs, that machine starts working, and then, it all breaks loose, and next thing you know, you're going to be on top of the world.
There you go. And at some point, it's our dream, like to be recognized by the brand. Yeah. Like, oh, not this pack, because they already have competition. So like, oh, not this one. Grab the orange package. Yeah. That one is good. Yeah. Like, no, not this brand. Yeah. Grab the other one. That's the.
Hey, we're all about the orange here. Right?
Yes, so. I love orange. Orange and red is the color for Hungary. So. If you're, yes. So
It's also the color for cops, because if you drive a red car, they're going to see you, right?
yeah.
That's not a knock at my girlfriend. She
That's
drives
me.
a red car. But yeah, that's awesome. So, well, for most of our viewers, and we're getting a little crunch for time here, but for our viewers that don't know you, that want to know you, that now see Coxinha and they're like, I've got to have it. Where do I get it? Right? How do they get in contact with you? How do they find your stuff?
Okay, so first thing, if you write Coxinha on Google, like Coxinha United States, Coxinha Atlanta, I will be the first company to show. Yes.
Yeah.
So yes, my website is the name of the company, coxinha.com. We have online store there. We have another products too, because on the same factory we are also a sausage factory, Brazilian style sausage factory.
Did not
So
know that.
we ship together. The whole thing is not my company, but I helped the guy.
Yeah, sure.
And he helped me. Actually, he was an angel in my life. He was the owner of the building, and he's offered me help. Like, oh, do you want to come here to start doing your thing here? I go, well, why not?
Yeah.
And so our website, coxinha.com, and that's it. We have an online store there.
Yeah.
And we ship for the whole United States.
Yeah,
That's the
I love
exciting
it.
part. Yeah,
It's very exciting.
it is.
So for those of us that want to still see people, right, walk into the store, what are the store names? Are there any like normal store names? Because you said they're Brazilian, so
Yes.
I don't know what that is.
Yes.
But how would I know?
Well, we have a map
Okay.
on the website, and it is not 100% there because we have distributors and sometimes just lost the information. But it is Brazilian stores. This is the main thing, and there's Brazilian stores everywhere. So right now we are in more than 10 states.
Okay.
So if in your states there is a Brazilian store, maybe we're gonna be there. And if you're not, so get in touch with us, and we're gonna ship the product to the store.
I love it. Well, cool. So if they want to find it, it's coxinha.com.
Yes.
Right? Get there, and so you ship direct.
Yes, ship direct
Cool.
to the door.
Well,
Frozen.
Consider me a future customer, because I'm gonna get some.
Yes. It'll be a pleasure.
Well, it has been so awesome having you here this morning. Thanks for driving all the way out here through the rain. Be sure to tell Gus we said hello.
Yes.
And for everybody that wants to get some Coxinha, go to coxinha.com. Barbara, thank you so much for coming on the show again, and look forward to trying these out.
Sure. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks.